Yo, this is the day I caught an elementary school janitor. Nigga, what? A school janitor? What the? Hold on, bitch. Nah, hey.
Meet Edwin
about that,
Giles
bro.
from Manito, Illinois, a 57-year-old elementary school janitor. Edward came out late at night to give our young middle
This
schooler
weird,
decoys
bro.
some after-school learning. But while Edwin was out cleaning the hallways, he should have been really cleaning all the cheese pizza he's been saving and collecting.
Oh my gosh, now parents gotta have a, see bro, this is what I don't like, bro, because now parents gotta have a thought like, okay, now that they just exposed that a school, elementary school janitor was, you know, say into like CP and everything like that, now parents gotta like think, damn, did this nigga take a screenshot of my daughter? Did this nigga do this to my son? Did he do, like, what all, like, I remember my daughter hugged him and she was smiling, like, did he do something to her? Like, bro, it's so many, yo, bro, this is what I'm saying, like, as a parent, bro, like, I really gotta be in a position to, like, not crash out and not, like, because if this happened to my daughter, bro, I probably would kill this nigga. Like, that ass, and I'd probably just go to jail if I find out something like this.
In his phone. On today's explosive episode,
Like
we're
this,
joined
bro.
with our good friends over at Predator Poachers and conducted a very much needed operation on a disgusting man
You
who
lying,
got in
Twinkies?
too close with his prey of choice.
I ain't gonna lie, Twinkies used to be good,
Hope this
but
video get to
Twinkies not
100K
good.
likes in 24 hours.
Ladies, we
And
already
if
back,
it
so I think we come to share
does,
a appreciation
EDP
for my
Watch
brother.
will be free for all new users for approximately 24 hours. So sit back and enjoy this episode of EDP
that
Watch.
ass, my kids gonna have heavy monitoring on their phones. I don't care. It gotta be something, bro.
Oh, what the fuck? He said he's there.
Cause sometimes like kids do, you know what I'm saying? They do be doing the things that they see on the internet. So sometimes you do gotta watch what kids watch. I mean, sometimes you do gotta look out for what kids watch. Hey, this is coming from me. I'm not gonna lie. This is coming from me and like all the crazy things I used to watch on the internet. Like, nigga, I was a kid that watched like death videos and like, you know what I'm saying, and pranks and like, of course, all the other stuff. And like, of course, like some of those like pranks I wanted to like try and everything. But at the time when I watched the videos, I had the right mindset and everything, if that makes sense. Like, when I was growing up, we didn't have phones. All we had was outside, riding the bike, and watching TV. But this generation of kids, they're growing up with phones. So, like, they're going to see the crazy things on the internet, which is why, like, I'm nervous.
He's right there,
For this
chat. Like,
generation.
literally, he was supposed to be here in like 13 minutes, but now he's here now. So we're just waiting.
You still
and we're
love
gonna go on and go get him. Yeah, we think this dude's a cheese pizza guy. He's still in the car. Let's go.
I thought y'all cut the beard off.
Hey, what's up, Edwin?
Urgent message that demands your immediate attention.
EDP-itis.
Yeah, you can't get me, nigga. I ain't lying, Dennis. Thought was it. Yo, you can't get me. So you
Yeah, you
bought
gotta
some
stay away
Twinkies,
from
though?
that. Just bust it right here. Yeah, do you mind if we sit on the bench over there just for everybody's safety? Sure. Thanks, man.
All they doing is stuff to put it.
Oh, not necessarily a setup.
Oh, you got a camera over there.
Yeah, that's for safety reasons. We never know if somebody has a gun or somebody's trying to hurt us and vice versa.
I know we're
man.
big dudes, man, but you know, ain't nobody can stop a bullet, and we're not trying to hurt you.
Oh my gosh, Casey's such a throwback. I remember back in my old crib, I would ride my bike over there all the time and grab me some shit. Oh man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's really good, bro, to really think about how back then everybody would just be outside, dude. Like, no matter what it is, no matter what people are doing or anything like that, like, everybody would just be outside. You know what I'm saying? You would drop past a house, all the bikes outside. That's how you really know if people was hanging out, or like that's how you know if your friends was outside like hanging out or like just doing something. It'll always be a bunch of bikes in front of the lawn. Oh my, yo, that's memories, bro.
Why would you set someone up on YouTube or
Loki was a little
Instagram?
thief. Oh
Well,
yeah,
we're not.
you had a
I mean,
good
we
bike.
didn't
I'm
do
still
any of the
good.
messaging.
I mean, if you want full transparency, you know, her mother, she
personally.
contacted us about this and everything. She found out about this about, what, 3 hours ago?
yeah, got it.
So, you know, we just want to talk about this. Obviously, you know, this is a small town. We don't want to get other people involved. That's why we didn't go over to Maple, and, you know, we don't want to bring no construction to your
Why
house,
he
man.
standing
You
like
I
know?
wasn't really looking for anything.
And that's why we're here to talk to you, man. Like, you seem like a cool dude.
Nah, nigga, that's an atrocious stance. that's his normal stance. He drunk or something?
Man, you know,
That gotta be like his drunk stance.
you're just an older fellow, so, you know, we know internet stuff can get caught up in everything, and, you know, we've helped a lot of people with stuff like this.
Yeah, no, if we thought that wouldn't be the outcome, we wouldn't be here talking to you, but, you know, there is some stuff that we just kind of want to go over, make sure everything's good with you, both you and her, so.
I mean, I'm not yet looking for anything, really.
Okay.
I
Because
understand.
I know she said she had bad grades.
Being a father figure, kind of.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, do you kind of know why we're here to talk to you then? You mentioned bad grades and stuff like that.
Pretty much the whole thing.
Right, well, because, yeah, how old is she?
Yeah. I knew that too, but like I said, I'm not looking for.
Well, no,
I ain't gonna lie, that's really a default that almost every predator says, dude, once they get caught. Like, yeah, bro, you know, I already know her age, she told me and everything, but I wasn't gonna do anything. I just wanted her up here just so I could tell her, yo, never do this again. Like, I'm not gonna lie, these niggas just have the same dialect.
We just want to know, like, what things that she told you, so that way we know, like, there's no confusion. Okay.
What?
Yeah, because you know how these kids are, but it sounds like she was honest with you, because she actually
Like I said,
is.
I understand where her mom's coming from. I understand where she's coming from.
Yes,
Trying to
sir.
Bridge the gap. 'Cause
So
a
you
lot
was
of
still
these
trying
kids
to-
don't understand that gap.
Okay, do you have any kids of your own?
No, I got any.
Okay.
So you was still
So
trying
I
to.
tried, Because when I was in Texas, I lectured a bunch of those kids about, getting off the street,
What kids?
the school kids.
Oh.
Because there was a lot of gangs in
Were you in
what?
were you a janitor, or
I was a janitor,
are you still a janitor for the elementary school?
somewhat, yeah.
Okay.
Nigga, what do you mean somewhat? Nigga, are you a janitor or not? What do you mean somewhat? This is crucial details we need to know. You tried to meet up with a fucking 13, I don't know how old she is. You tried to meet up with a little girl. We need to know. Report him to the school now.
Okay, so you still work for the
Lock
elementary
him
school?
up.
Okay.
Oh, he
Praise
admitted it.
God.
Yeah, we know you like to be around kids and make
But
sure
I
they're
mean,
safe and
I'd
everything.
rather encourage them to study hard, learn something, get that way. The more
Study hard. That's all I need to know. Lock him up.
you learn, the more you earn.
Okay, so do you talk to a lot of the kids at the elementary school?
No,
You don't mentor them or anything?
no, I should.
You should.
Should.
Okay. Well, how do you like working at the elementary school up here?
I like it.
You like it? Okay. Is that kind of like why you like
this nigga
when you
a
see
good
kids
dude, bro.
online, like on threads and stuff, you try to ask them to talk on Telegram?
Yeah.
Okay. So you just try to stare
So
them
he-
straight on Telegram? Okay.
Awesome. I mean, how many kids have had the privilege of getting to talk to you online?
This is just disgusting.
I have no idea.
So
So
can
you've been
you just
talking
kind of
to
make
a
yourself
bunch of
available
kids?
and kids are able to talk to you and stuff like that?
If they want to.
That's awesome. We appreciate that, genuinely.
Because like I said, I'd rather steer a kid in the right way instead of the wrong way.
100%. So you're
There's
just
a
kind of
lot of
like
monsters
a...
So you like to steal kids in the right way, in the wrong, but not in the wrong way. But you're also willing to do that. You willing to also set up meetups where you can meet this kid one-on-one and try to learn and try to teach her that way. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, boy. Immediately lock this nigga up.
Out there that do steer them in the wrong way.
kind of like the lighthouse in the middle of the sea, just kind of...
Right now, Instagram is getting bad. And
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Instagram is getting bad. I ain't gonna lie.
Speaking of Instagram
My
getting
Instagram
bad,
is
like,
bad. Google
have
me.
you been seeing like these accounts where they're like, hey, we're selling these videos on Telegram?
What?
And I steer away from those.
Really?
Yo, what type of Instagrams you niggas got? Like, you know what I'm saying? My Instagram, like, sometimes I indulge in the goon debates, but like, my Instagram is mainly like AI videos and memes, and that's like, you know what I'm saying? Videos with captions. Like, that's really my Instagram. Like, it's funny. How do niggas be getting on this side of like Instagram?
So do they do that on Facebook, or do they try to bring you somewhere else?
They try to go to Telegram.
Oh, God. So what's Telegram like? Would you say it's like good, bad, or otherwise? Or?
Something like that.
Oh, you trying to go, oh.
We leaving? I mean, we don't want to have to tell your job about this, man. We genuinely just want to have this conversation.
We're done.
I mean, if you're done, you can leave, but I mean,
Yeah, I'm done.
until like we feel comfortable, like,
I'm done.
you sure, man, you're done? I think we should talk about this.
Yeah, Edwin basically, Edwin.
Damn.
Listen, we don't want to call the
His name
authorities
Edwin?
and we don't want to call your job. We don't want to do any of that.
I think I know a character named Edwin. Who's a character named Edwin?
Yeah,
I think I know a character
I'm
named
done
Edwin.
with Instagram.
Edwin, listen, man. I understand you're done with it, and I actually believe you will be done with it after. But you got to understand, like, people can take stuff out of context, and some of the stuff that people have told you online can definitely be taken out of context. And that's why we came here to talk to you, because we don't want you to do that, right?
The
We don't want you to
build
be
is
a part of that
actually
stuff.
atrocious.
Right. But yeah, but I'm letting you know we want to get this addressed with you, and that's what we chose
Bro,
to do.
that's a build everybody is going to acquire in their life, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Once you acquire a beautiful wife and she cooks good food, nigga, everybody's going to acquire that build, nigga.
We know that, but
right.
you know, if anyone else saw this stuff, you know, they're not going to be as.
I understand.
Right, but Edwin, I'm letting you know now. Obviously, you're free to leave and do whatever you want. But we have
this
all
is
the
actually
messages
insane,
saved
bro.
to Izzy, and they all. I'm not going to say that you're terrible, but they don't look too flattering. You know what I'm saying?
And so, if we have a good conversation with you, man, genuinely, we feel like you're a good guy.
As I said, I give you my word.
But I mean, we barely
Just
even
give me your
talk,
words
man. We
not
barely
good
even
enough,
know
though.
you. You know, we just got to chit chatting and stuff.
Nothing to know.
Here, if you want your story to be left at this, I mean, you know, I don't want to see a good man's life get ruined over this. So if you want to have a conversation,
I'm good.
Right, well, Edwin,
Damn.
I'm letting you know, man.
He really
that
don't want to talk.
Obviously, yeah, like we said, you can do whatever you want.
Because
but
now, like I said, bro, this is like, we're at the point where he got caught. And he's an elementary school, not a school teacher, but he's an elementary school janitor. So, like, I want to know what all has he done? Because we know for a fact he taking pictures of kids and everything like that. We know for a fact. Like, he had to have taken pictures of those kids. But, like, what all has he done with those pictures, and what all has he, like, done with those kids when he worked as a janitor, bro? That's what's, like, really rushing through my brain right now.
you know, a lot of people would come across these messages from someone that works in elementary school and probably not try to talk to you about this. But we came over here to talk to you because we feel like simple internet bullshit shouldn't be the end all be all to everything. But like I said, man, if we don't get it addressed with you, there is
Had
gonna
to put belt to ass and smash bros. So nigga, Rev, you really out here smashing on bros? Really? Is that what I'm understanding? Really, Rev, you out here smashing on bros? Something wrong with you, gang. Like, something.
be a way we're gonna get it addressed. I
What
don't.
would you like? What would you feel comfortable in me saying?
Well, it's not really. I mean, there's not really a set thing that we anticipate you
We
saying.
just want to have a good conversation, man.
Right.
Like I said, I'm done with her, kid.
Right.
Okay, well, you can say that, but can you at least talk with us some more?
Yeah,
Like,
they getting
Like what? You
smashed.
still have a mic on. You still got your camera going.
here, I mean, we can hop in your car and talk in your car if you want.
Nah, I'm not hopping in this car, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not hopping in no Predator's car. Then I feel like, then it could get wicked. I don't know. I feel like you might sit on something and boom, you knocked out, you asleep, and he can just drive off GG's. Or like the nigga can literally just drive off once you hop in his car. And there's nothing you can do. And then he just might like off both of y'all. So it's like, I ain't getting no Predator car.
Well, Edwin, basically, I guess what our goal is pretty much what's going on is there's pretty raunchy messages between a 18-year-old girl and somebody who works in an elementary school. Now, does it have the best thing in the world? No.
Just a
Could
prank
it be
catch,
fixed?
yeah.
I think so. Is leading
And then after this prank catch, I'm gonna play the FNAF Mimic game.
fixing it? You can do that, but it's not going to fix it. I promise you that.
How would you like me to fix it other than leave her alone?
Well, basically, I think you put yourself in a
Go
good
to
and
jail.
bad position. The bad position is there's kids that have talked to you online, and it looks not the best, right?
Listen, man, if we wanted to ruin your life, we have those messages. You came here, but you see, we're still here talking with you, man.
Damn.
We're not cops. I'm not a cop. He's not a cop. We're just dudes talking to you.
Like I said, a lot of it is I would never do anything with her anyway.
Okay.
Bro,
Right.
he's
But,
lying.
yeah, we hear that, but
Or any other kid.
right.
Or
but
this could
we-
be like his first time or something like that, and like he was just watching all the elementary school kids, and probably he was just talking to himself back and forth. No, I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't do this. I should. And then it just got to a point where it was all built up. He was like, you know what? I'm just gonna finally do it, and now he got caught. It could be one of those situations.
we hear that, and I'd love to take your word for it, but I'm letting you know, getting in your car and kind of giving us the middle finger, that just destroys,
You know,
figuratively, right?
no, that's out of context.
Well, just like mid-conversation, like he was about to say a sentence, and you just walked off and got in your car, man.
True.
Imagine you were trying to give advice to a kid, and he just got his school books and walked off.
Then he walks off. I cannot.
Right. We understand. Yeah, no, we can't stop
That's
you
not
either,
a good
Edwin,
thing.
but
Fact
you
that
got to
he
think.
had those
I mean, we
thoughts
have a
in
good
the first
reputation of you
place,
because you
but
work around
that's
kids.
all I'm
and
saying.
You're obviously a trusted person, but like I said, it could be taken out of context.
And like the sad fact with this is like, I'm telling y'all, bro, you never in this life, you would never know what somebody does. Like you can literally walk past somebody. Like say if you go to Walmart, out of all those people that you walk past, one of them could have been a child predator, or like one of them could have done something with a child, or one of them could have been a murderer, or like you just never know who you walk by.
And every context you give us, it helps build up your wall of reputation with us.
That's the scary thing
But,
about life.
You know, if you pull a move like,
I have no idea.
Well, I'm letting you know now. If you pull a move like this, it's just you completely tear down whatever reputation you had with us. And I don't. I mean, like I can't make you do anything, but I'm letting you know it's probably not the best idea, considering that we have these messages and we
probably walk past like 5.
Talking to you.
Oh God, you probably walk past like 5 murderers in life. Or I probably walk past a girl that does OnlyFans for a fact. Like, you never know. Like, it's crazy.
We're doing you a favor by having this conversation. We're doing you a favor by saying, hey, man, we'd rather just talk about it. So,
well, like I said, I don't know what else to say.
I think there's a lot to say because there's obviously some messages that we don't have any context on, and pretty much.
What questions would you like me to answer?
Well, I'll have that conversation outside with you. I'm not going to have it in the car.
Damn, he's actually gone. And it's raining too.
All right.
Oh, yes, got him.
We appreciate that, man.
Yeah, man. So, do you know why we want to bring the messages to Izzy about? Like, do you know why we would want to bring those up, the messages to Izzy? Like, do you think there's some stuff said that might be a little bit questionable?
Ain't nonsense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you married?
No.
We figured maybe we get caught up in stuff, man. You're a guy, I'm a guy. We have a girl.
No.
Okay.
Not that.
Not that?
Oh,
okay, what you mean?
You're wanting to know, you're thinking that I'm doing it because I'm lonely and this other stuff. No.
Man, there's a lot of other factors, man. I'm just saying, you're a guy, I'm a guy.
That's what I'm thinking in my head, nigga. That's probably why you doing it, probably because you lonely, or, like, you worked at that school, you saw all them little girls wearing them dresses and, saying, and you prowling, like, you just couldn't keep your eyes off it. So there could be a lot of things in play here.
If a girl hits me up, man, who's telling what I'm to do? You know what I mean?
No, I'm not that way.
So tell me, what type of dude are you? You a Christian man?
I believe in God, yeah.
You believe in God? Okay. So,
like I said.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I just, when I start talking about that, turn them off.
Yeah, I believe that you turn it off with other people, but I guess what made you want to turn it on with Izzy?
I didn't want to turn it on with Izzy. Izzy started talking, and basically,
So basically what I'm understanding is a 13-year-old, like an underage girl, started talking that sweet talk to him, and he just couldn't hold himself and like tell himself to like stop and just block her and just walk away. He just had to keep indulging himself. Yeah, this is insane.
He had a slight depression.
Yo, they look like 2 bears about to attack this little dude.
Well, yeah, we know about her family issues and stuff. Yeah,
Yo, come on, man.
But yeah, she is going through a hard time.
But I do know she has a low self-esteem about herself.
Okay.
If you didn't catch that in the messages.
I didn't catch that part, no. So I missed that. Did you see that? I didn't see that.
She's going through the normal thing that most teenagers do. They don't think they're pretty enough. They don't think they're smart enough.
Women.
Normal.
Yeah.
Well, usually women think they're too smart and catch up a fight.
I was about to say, I don't really know about. I'll say like the women I was around in high school, like. That's not what they was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like it was actually the opposite.
Like, gotta boost that morale a little bit.
Okay. So while we were just talking to her, trying to boost her morale, I guess.
Yeah, like even if you gotta boost their ego or morale, but like I don't think like as a grown ass man, you're not in that position to boost like some random little girl's morale, like how she feels about herself on life. Like I mean, I understand if like it's a situation like she's gonna like off herself. I mean, you could probably tell her like. You know what I'm saying, believe in God, or like, you know what I'm saying, just do this or do that, and then stop the conversation and don't text her again. But yeah.
Was she coming on to you more?
Yeah.
You see? That's why we're here talking to you.
But I was not playing that.
So like what was she doing?
She just using the word love and, you know, oh, you're great, and then he.
Did she ever like tell you that she wants to like get busy or any crazy shit like that?
No, well.
So we're
he
lying.
mentioned something somewhere.
What do you
But I'm
mean
like,
somewhere?
All right, like what did
I
you?
just played it off.
Right. Like do you know like what she mentioned? Because obviously it's a concern when these kids just go out of their way to talk to strangers like that.
I have no idea.
Did you ever like play along with
Oh, it's probably a fan or something.
the conversations you was trying to have?
I have played around.
Like was she ever curious about like things or anything?
I think so.
Okay. Because look, again, it's not a concern because every guy online is going to talk about stuff. That's just a common thing that happens.
If
But
a girl hit me up, man, you know, I'm gonna try to figure out about how soon I can get it to get it.
right, 100%. But
I mean, I can't. You know, say I can't be in this conversation. You know, it's been 5 years in. You know, yeah. Phone's still dry.
But it's more so a concern if these kids are talking about the stuff like. Is
girl,
it
hit me
I've
up.
talked to her before. Like, we
Right,
gotta figure out,
right.
man, if someone did this to Izzy before.
Well, let's hope not.
Clove, you fucking disgusting freak. You used to be hella in bitches' phones. Are you crazy? I am a Virgo. I will never do anything. I will never be any type of girl's phone, you know what I'm saying, telling them out of this, out of that, trying to get in some coochie. I would never be like that. All I want is just a girlfriend I can watch anime with and we can cuddle and that's really it. I was never a whore.
Did you get a vibe like that? That maybe something happened to her?
No, it was more. She was more.
You know
worried
you
about
hella
her
was manipulating.
self-image.
So did she ever ask you like questions about
Bro, why you gotta say
some of this type
manipulation,
of
bro?
stuff?
It makes it sound
I
wrong.
think, but I'm not sure.
Okay. So there's a few messages talking about like. Right.
Yeah, I did explain that to her.
Okay.
Do you
I guess
explain
what
to a
was
little
She
girl
was
sex
curious.
was or something?
Right. No, that's
Well,
fair.
I'd rather have her be informed instead of not informed.
So
You would rather inform a little girl about what sex is. Like, that girl has no relation to you, no nothing. It's just a random girl that texted you on the internet. And you... What do processing through these niggas' minds, bro? What literally processes through these niggas' minds, bro? I'm not gonna lie.
again, it's a lot of messages. I could read every single one. And
I
figure
remember
it out
the laptop
line by
stream.
line, but like
What
was,
you talking about?
To paraphrase, what was she kind of curious about?
You got no clip, buddy.
Everything.
Course.
That too.
Was she ever like wanting to? I mean, because I don't know if she's attention seeker. Was she ever like wanting to have that with you, or try to say, "Hey, well, we should do it together" or anything?
No, we never discussed that.
He's lying! Guilty! He's lying!
Okay.
But
We
she
have the
wanted to know,
messages.
and you know,
Did she ever like say that, "Hey, this is, I want to do this with you"? Like, did you ever have to shut her down about any
I
of that
go,
stuff?
look, I don't want to discuss anything or say anything or do anything, you know, anything.
Do you think maybe?
Lie! He just contradicted himself. He deadass just said, when he asked the first time, he just said, no, you know what I'm saying? But I was just telling her, just informing her about what sex is and everything like that. Then he asked the question again. Did she try to do anything with you? Like, he asked it again. And then he said, no, I was trying to tell her, like, I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to do this. He just contradicted himself.
Maybe you got a little bit carried away with some of the
You
messages?
lie!
Because I have one right here of, on your end, saying a lot of ways I can't wait to unwrap you and see what's underneath all the closing.
Oh.
And then again, the intensification of that day of meeting would be worth it. I would
What? That day of eating will be worth it?
like to be a fly on the wall in your bedroom to see what it is. I'm going to have a double wow when I see you and what your body looks like, but we'll have to wait on that one.
He's smiling! He just, no. He just smiled. He dead ass just smiled. What do you mean about being a fly on the wall? First of all, nigga, I'm not gonna lie, these old niggas and how they spit game is kind of weird. But this nigga said I would like to be a fly on your wall and it's weird. Bro, he just smiled a little bit, bro. I don't know if that's like how my mind is interpreting it, but he kind of smiled just a little bit.
And then again, the intensification of that day of meeting would be worth it. I would like to be a fly on the wall in your bedroom to see what it is. I'm going to have a double wow when I see you and what your body looks like, but we'll
See, he's smiling just a little bit. I knew I caught it. Send him out of space.
have to wait on that one.
I
So
knew
I
it.
guess what was kind of
I
the,
knew
the
it.
key word. What's the play on
So
words?
feeling more like
He's
flirtatious.
sucking his lips.
Okay. Here it says, as long as we were able to see each other, you will always have a hug and kiss and a caring person like myself to listen to you and acknowledge your concerns as my own. You understand that I would love to hold you in my arms in private and look at the beautiful eyes and plant a sweet little kiss on those lips.
No,
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
probably
You said-
yeah. What do you mean? Probably yeah.
You had a niece, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess the concern we're kind of having is like, imagine like,
If my niece went with the same thing,
yeah. Well, like, what? How would you react in a situation like that? You think?
depends on the situation.
Let's say it's just like this, kind of like the same messages you
At least
sent.
he romantic. All
Girl,
right.
she's mature.
How old is she?
She's 17 going on 18.
Okay, so she's big, but let's say when she was.
What?
Well,
Nigga, what? What you mean? Yeah, she did.
she's
Like
already
age what?
had situations, and
Oh, she already had that situation.
she's already been preached to about everything, and I trust her in her judgment.
Has she been talking to the wrong guys online previously or anything? Oh, your niece?
I have no idea who she talks to online.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Has there ever been a period where like you kind of like looked after her and like talked to her or anything like that?
I just tell her the same thing as I told her,
Oh, like the same thing you
What?
told Izzy?
pretty much about and everything.
Wow. Oh my gosh. This dude told his niece the same thing he told about the girl he want to meet up and have sex with. Yo, that means he tried to prey on his niece, but he didn't want to get the family involved. So he was like, know what? That's a boundary. I'm going to back off and try to go with somebody. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Everything is unwrapping, nigga.
Anything else to explain? She goes, she already knows that.
So there was another one that said the next step would be if I ever got to that point, I would be touching in your parts.
Okay.
So is there a reason that was told to Izzy, the 15-year-old?
How to play.
So, I mean, it's fair if you want to say it's play. I mean, that's fine. Words are just words. I mean, First Amendment, I can't say that, like, you know, until it happens, it's the First Amendment.
Like, I
in my
mean, it's our
opinion.
free country. We can say whatever.
I didn't really take any of this serious.
Okay. So what should probably be serious is, do you want to explain why people are sending you on Telegram
That I don't know.
that you don't know?
Oh, he got sent CP on Telegram?
You wish it would quit?
Because I'm like, that's freaking me out.
Me personally, if you getting sent CP on Telegram, why don't you just delete Telegram then? You know? Like, that boy, if you don't know why they sending it or you want them to stop, nigga, delete Telegram. That's like, it's like me sitting here, like, say nothing but, like, corn popping up on Twitter. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, please stop. It's like me, instead of, like, me saying, like, oh my gosh, you know, so I just wish they'll stop. Instead of me taking an action of, like, what's it called when you visibly cut it off? Like when you scroll past, you'll be like a message saying like, this is like sexual conduct. Do you wish to see this or some shit like that? Like, I don't know how to say it.
It's freaking you out.
If a motherfucker got Telegram, they either dealing, buying, or bro. If they got Telegram, if they got WhatsApp, if they got Facebook safe. Depending on who you are, Facebook safe. What's another one? I don't know. Those two, all I know for a fact, bro, is something's up.
Yeah, why is it freaking you out?
Because Instagram was never like that.
Okay, but do you
Had
want to
it to
explain why
use
you're
that for
getting
sports?
on Telegram?
Hey, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So
well,
are you gonna like add it into like random group
I've been
chats and
seeing a
they're just
lot of
putting that stuff in
WhatsApp
there?
niggas be talking about on WhatsApp.
okay. So
Seriously.
No,
Okay.
I believe you. I believe
Because
you.
what we wanted
so
to
far, I have off of Facebook, have had at least 5 different women off of
Okay, on Facebook.
Like to just send you that.
pictures for cash, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So obviously we're talking about Telegram here though,
All right.
and people are sending you on there. So do you know when that started happening? Because I
you
want
just don't get that randomly.
Go on there now and flip through the thing and,
So it's been happening for a while.
oh yeah.
I mean, you just don't get to a point like, it's the same thing as like Instagram. You just don't get to a point where your For You page or like your reels is just, or like, you know what I'm saying, people just sending you crazy things, or like you just see crazy things. Like you actually have to like build your page for that. So it's like, I'm not believing this nigga, even though I never was.
do you know when about that started? Because basically, if you can prove to us you didn't take any of those photos yourself,
I
then
did not.
okay. So when did they start sending you kids on Telegram?
About a month ago, I think.
About a month
Damn.
ago. Okay. So how many people do you think have sent you kids on Telegram? Because I would hope what you tell me matches what we have. So
I think about 5.
about 5. All right.
5 or 10.
Okay,
About 5 or
that-
10.
Are
Damn.
these like
We're way off here.
pictures or videos? Okay, how young do these kids go?
Way off. Wait. Way off. How many are there?
At least.
I want to say that.
Okay, well, do you have an axe? Do you want to give it the real number of how low it goes, or are you going to sugarcoat?
I don't keep track. I
Okay,
really don't.
what's the youngest looking one you've seen on Telegram?
I'd say 10 and
Okay, what's happening in a video?
12
on
or something like that?
use exposure or something.
Okay, how so? Because I want to try to find who that
I think he
because
said
that's probably
12
the
or
best thing you
I
can do
don't
right
know
now.
who these kids are.
Okay,
I
well,
really don't.
okay, so we're trying to track some of these videos. What is she exposing of herself?
Private parts.
Private parts, like her.
Okay.
Any of these videos, is someone doing something to them?
Wow. The Goon Prime Mars here. And he's talking about he might goon tonight while we're watching a freaking not how to catch a predator, but a predator catch. And he's talking about gooning. Are you serious, Mark? We're watching a pred catch video and you're talking about gooning. Are we serious?
Like another man, not you necessarily, but
Meat master manipulator multiplier makes shit.
another man.
No, I think one of them has another girl on the bottom, the other one's on top.
How old did both girls look?
I don't know.
Okay.
I really don't.
So, do you also want to explain why they're saving these videos to your phone? Is there a
What?
good reason for that? Because I want to let you. I want to hear it because,
So after he said he wished they would stop sending these videos, he's saving them, gang, on top of that?
like I said, everything's
They're interesting.
they're interesting. Okay. How many do you have saved on your phone? So I really hope it matches with the number that we have.
Probably
Don't-
about 5.
5. All right. Where are they at in your gallery or where?
Now that I haven't. They're probably in the gallery. They're
Okay.
probably
Now he don't know where they
on
at.
the main.
Just in your photo section?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the youngest age you think you saved on your phone? Okay. So you mentioned these videos are interesting. What's interesting about these videos? Sex. Oh,
Okay. So he said he saved them to his phone because they're interesting, and the interesting part of them is the sex. So he likes watch. All right. Yeah. All right.
okay. So
They're performing.
okay.
And he had to get specific. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's all we need to hear, bro. Throw this nigga in jail.
So I understand it's performance. I get it, and I guess when they're new, it's kind of you want to see a rookie you debut like JJ Watt checks.
There's a category called amateur, so is that kind of what it is?
Okay.
Like seeing amateur, like young kids.
Okay.
Are you attracted to that? Like, do you, or is it more just interest?
No.
Okay.
he's
So
not
you
attracted
understand
to it.
that the girl you're hearing me
What?
today is 15, and you have videos of people her age get on your phone having sex with each other.
Pretty well, they're not having with each other, but yes.
Okay, so I think what you should probably do right now is just tell us what you actually want to do with Izzy, because if we just keep hearing this bullshit mentor stuff, I'm probably not going to appreciate. I'm probably not going to have any appreciation of your reputation. So you should probably tell me what you actually wanted to do if it went your way, because the best thing you can do. I'm only judging your honesty right now.
True.
Actually,
You know.
I just came up and talked to that.
Okay, what did you want to do the next time y'all met? Because I can read those messages line by line, or we can just have a conversation like men and just be straight up with each other. So what do you think we should do?
Damn.
Whatever that however she wanted to handle it.
Okay, so
What? Okay, so what if she wanted to have sex? That means that basically means you're agreeing that you would have had. All right.
just
Because
be
it's always been in her. I've always left everything up to her.
okay. So if she was
Grown ass man leaving everything up to an underage girl. Okay. Yeah.
the one that pushed sex, is that something you were open to?
Not intentionally, no.
What do you mean intentionally?
Well, not something I would be thrilled about.
Is it something you would partake in if she wanted it?
What? Goon Disciple Sawyer. Meat Master Mar with his Goon Disciple in this bit. And Chloe is our next. Bro, I'm not going to be nobody's victim, buddy.
That I wouldn't.
I'm not gonna
just
be
be
no
honest,
Goon
because I
and
can-
Disciple,
I'm
no
serious.
nothing.
It's just.
Oh, did y'all hear about Diddy getting out? I mean, like, niggas is dropping charges on P. Diddy?
Depends on the situation.
Okay,
but
so
no,
it's a-
I would not really want to.
Okay. What are the chances of you partaking in it if she's the one pushing it on you? Because I could just read
Very
these chats.
hesitant. Very hesitant.
Okay. What are the chances? I'm not talking about the non-chances. I'm talking about the chances.
Probably not.
Probably
Check it
not.
out.
Okay. So do you think I should read these line by line and prove you wrong, or do you think you can just tell the truth?
Yeah, they got that boy Diddy in jail, man. I mean,
Words
they
form
dropped the
intent.
charges, bro.
I could say I'm gonna go rob the store right now.
They dropped the sex trafficking charges. Let me find it.
It says there's power in the word of the tongue.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, you said right here,
But that's only in
if you ever get invited to a party, make your own drink. Never let someone else. So you're telling her how to
That's true.
drink.
No, I'm not telling her how to drink because I'm talking about roofies.
Oh, you're talking about roofies. Okay. So what about what you said? I want you to my cock while I play with your.
What?
I mean,
I don't know. I don't remember.
you don't remember?
I think you just show them the message right there.
I mean, like,
No, I'm just saying I don't remember saying it.
Okay, because we went through the DMs
Damn,
on
I forgot what page posted it. It was like daily something.
your account, and there's nobody you're talking to as heavily as Izzy. Would I be wrong about that? Is there anybody else that's just trying to actually talk to you, or is Izzy kind of the only one? Because
She right now is the only one that's
okay,
talking.
so let's pretend. Let's just I mean, I'm just going to completely disregard that you didn't remember it because obviously you remembered it.
I don't really. But
Edwin,
anyway,
Edwin, that's
She's
bullshit.
the only one that is talking to.
Okay, so obviously you're telling her. I
Oh,
want you.
see? It says prosecutors have dropped attempting kidnapping, arson, and sex trafficking charges against Diddy, nigga. Yeah, they dropped the attempting, brother. I ain't gonna lie. They dropped that. Hey, they dropped that shit, nigga. All right, not R. All right, now R. Kelly free. What do you mean R. Kelly free? What do you mean R. Kelly free? He's in jail. That nigga's good.
Right?
you're just
You
asking
have-
her if she shit.
Right. You have videos on your phone of people her age doing things.
Okay.
So basically, I pretty much know you want to have sex with her at this point. I mean, you can't bullshit us about that. I mean, I don't even have to. I could just get anybody randomly from this parking lot to come look at those messages, and they would just say the same thing because we all could read.
We all knew what was going on. We're just more annoyed that you're just lying to us.
Right.
We came here to have a God's honest conversation with you, and you're just lying
right.
to
So
us.
Edwin, basically, the reason.
I want to
we're
see
past, are we
Prez
gonna
get
have
beat
to
up
or
low
you
key
want
is
that or not? We're
funny.
past that point.
I
because
do
can
be
just
feeling
go by
bad for
those,
them, but
right?
low key it do be
That's
funny.
more
as shit,
so.
though.
Why do you want to do it? Has it been so?
'Cause I
long?
still
Yes,
can't get out
have-
my
have-
head
you
when
have
they-
newfound attraction.
When they
What do you think
lifted
it
that
is?
one nigga up and then
Just fessed up about it.
I don't have a thing for it.
like they did as
So what's the
alley-oop
reason
that
you want to
nigga.
have-
You right here where you saw a young girl that was asking for a friend on Threads, and you asked her to come talk to you on Telegram. Why are you asking young girls to come talk to you on Telegram? And we have what you guys talked about too,
Okay.
Did you find her attractive, yes or no?
Well, she is beautiful.
Okay. So
Did you want to
It's
make
different.
her, yes or no?
I mean, I'm not really attracted to the point I do want to see. But
Okay.
Man, just say you want to get busy, bro. You already called. We have the messages, man.
yeah, it happens. It happens.
okay. So is that something you would have left up to her to do, or
Yes.
where would it have gone down?
I don't know. So where are we at going?
Well, we're at, are we gonna keep on lying or are we wasting our time? And instead of you getting in your car and leaving, I mean, I think we're kind of on the verge of where we want to get in our car and leave, but I don't think you would like when we leave.
Well, this is you're either going to destroy my life or
Well, I mean, if we wanted to do that, why would we still be here right now?
because I need to get up in the morning, go to school, and go to work.
That's probably the last thing we should be hearing right now after you
True.
talked about having child pornography on your phone.
Like
Were you aware saving that is child?
somebody got a CP on their phone. They meet up to talk to a little kid. Right? Wait. Right? All right. You was about to talk to a little girl and try to have sex with a little girl right before you go back to work as a janitor for an elementary school.
Not really.
Have you heard of the word child pornography before?
Yes. I
Okay.
know.
So what do you think that would be?
You taking pictures? You videotaping it?
Are you asking for it like you are on Telegram? You know, we see how many people you ask for it and you're trading with.
Damn.
Why are you trading that stuff with people?
They ask for it.
So they ask, hey, can I have some child? So do you just want to give people what they want?
Not really.
So dudes just acting. Yo, bro, are we serious, bro?
4K. Yeah,
Nigga really said
I'll
they
get the
asked
gospel.
for it?
you're cooked, buddy.
We dead ass?
How's it going, Edwin? Or how's it going, sir? Edwin, you're an elementary school janitor.
Dog,
you
you're
have
caught.
child-
Give it.
gotta
I'm
delete
saying
off
like
your
you're
phone,
fucking
right?
caught, nigga.
Okay, how many images of child?
Nigga
I
said
have no idea.
they asked.
What did you
for
tell
it?
me earlier?
So this was the setup.
Did you come to meet a girl here today?
Oh nah, that nigga do look like he. That nigga look like he a vampire, boy. Like he really do be preying on young. Hey. Word.
I was gonna meet one to talk to,
And how old was she?
but I wouldn't.
Okay, and did
No,
you not?
13.
Did you say things to her through text message?
I may have. I don't remember.
Did you tell her to
I don't remember.
Bro, the cops is right there. Just give it up. Just say yes.
Okay.
But if you saw the messages again and you saw them and it reminded you, would you remember then? Did you not drive an hour to come to this Casey's to meet a 13-year-old girl?
All right, so we're going to just show him the footage
Almost
of you
called
saying yes
Blade
to
after
everything
see
we
what
just
bro
asked.
look
so
like. Bro,
you
it's a
should probably just fess
vampire.
up
I'm
now.
saying.
Now take some accountability. Are you going to delete the child off your phone right now that you have?
I can. Yeah.
Okay,
Is there
well,
a lot-
don't do it now. Don't do it now. It's too late. It's on his phone right there, officer.
Damn, bro. That's actually insane.
Let's go.
Nigga just couldn't just admit, like, I like it where they catch the predators and they admit to it, and then, you know what I'm saying, then Jadeo would have like a real talk and like a real moment with them and everything. I really like those videos. Like, this nigga was just straight lying the whole goddamn time. And try to play like some.
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot he was an elementary school janitor
Yo,
until we started talking to him. And then I was just like, oh wait, when he said,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Jadeo do-rag pissing me off. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That nigga do-rag pissing me off, bro.
yeah, well, I think he was talking about work.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh snap, I forgot.
Nice, nice.
All right, y'all, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this
I ain't
video,
gonna lie,
man.
W video, bro. I ain't gonna lie. W Jadeo. Yeah, it's not. Oh, you got the paperwork? Press release. Oh, snap. But hey, WGD on, bro, catching these press, you know what I'm saying, and everything like that. Love you.